Hello Alfisti, today I'm going to show you how to replace the timing belt. The first step will be you have to unscrew this plate here that goes here, you see here, and the vacuum pump you have to get rid of that goes in here. So I already unscrewed everything. The next step is you will have to buy a timing chain fixing tool which comes into the camshafts. This one goes in the outtake camshaft, this one goes in the intake camshaft. I'm going to do this with one example. This here I already turned the crankshaft so that the camshafts are in position. If they don't fit in there, you have to turn the crankshaft clockwise till the camshaft goes in position. And I will fix the plate with 2 screws, one down here and the other one up there. It has to go in easy. When this goes in easy, the camshafts are in place. So it has to be right like that. Otherwise, please don't do anything with the timing belt. So if you got this, you're almost ready. We will get off the auxiliary belt. Okay, so you see the auxiliary belt. This is the tensioner here. When you move the tensioner clockwise, you see you can release the tension of the auxiliary belt. And as you do this, you can try to remove the auxiliary belt. So take a look at this here. Yeah. When you put it on back again, try to get the writing upwards. As you see the pulley here, and I'm just gonna get them out, this guy off here, and now you have access to the timing belt here, and you see they already set some marks here. Somebody did the timing belt replacement without the special locking tools. At the camshaft position, and we have to get out this screw here, and we are just going to put this tool on here, and then you will see get another screw here. We will go in there. So I'm just gonna fix the screws and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, now it's time to remove the engine mount. But before you do this, very important, don't forget underneath the engine so the engine will stay in place and don't fall down. So now we're going to remove the engine mount. And as you do this, you maybe have to take a look at the engine. So be sure that the engine doesn't move. So now we're going to take the engine mount off. Yeah. And what do we do now? We have to loosen these screws here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and the 5th is down there. But first, to get access to the screw, you have to loosen this pulley. And you have to get this one off to get access to the screws for getting this guy off. So this screw is a long one, which goes in there, and the short one will go down here. These screws won't come out as they're getting blocked by the frame, so we just got to loosen them and take the whole thing off like this. Okay. So we can film this here. And look at this here. Yeah. These screws have a different length. So I will just let them in there so everything's secure. Well, let's go through. This is the pulley for the camshaft intake side. This is the pulley for the camshaft outtake side. This is the water pump. This is a pulley. This is the tensioner. And down there we have the crankshaft. We're going to remove the tensioner so the timing belt gets loose, and then we can take the timing belt off. Remember, when you do this, keep the camshaft tools in place. But now, when you look down there, look down here, for taking the belt off, you have to remove the crankshaft. The crankshaft fixing tool. Yeah. So if you do this and do it slowly, because we got a little bit of pressure on that guy. Get the tension off. See, this already moves. This already moves. This already moves. Yeah, see? Now it's loose. There's no more tension on the belt. So we can remove this guy for sure. Fluid. This is fluid. A little bit of oil too, but it's mostly fluid from the coolant system. So yeah, we'll see what this is. Now we have to remove our timing tools down there. Now we're supposed to be able to get things off. So, see, this is the old timing belt. It's a little stiff, but I mean, it's getting old, so. First, we're going to put our timing tools in place again so that everything stays in place, that nothing happens to our timing. Now we're going to remove the water pump. Okay. I've loosened the screws for the water pump. Okay. Because you see it's all full of fluid, and this just here. Look at this. See this? There's a gap. This is the gasket. The black one is the gasket, and you see the gap here. So there is the gap where the fluid came out. So no wonder, look at the engine down there. I mean, look at this. Huh? And no wonder that this is all full of fluid, and this is nothing good. We have to clean up first. This is the old water pump with a damaged gasket. And this is the new water pump. We have a new gasket also. So you see the differences. This is plastic and this is metal from the 4C, Alfa Romeo 4C. And this will last a lifetime. Put on some grease for the gasket. So the water pump is in place. Make sure you tighten the screws with about 25 torque. This is the new pulley. We do 55. It's a good middle thing. We get to 55 torque. Important, when you loosen them, you don't loosen the cams. The cams are still in place, so you don't have to worry, okay? So now we're going to loosen these guys inside. Now we need to fix the new timing belt tensioner. You have to make sure, you see this, that this is in place here. You see that? This should be in place. So just a little bit. Now we have to remove timing belt fixing tools, and as we do this, we are putting on our new timing belt. Important, you got a running direction. Everything goes clockwise, so you see here it has to go on like this. So I'm going to put on your timing belt on. First, the crankshaft. Get around here, around here. So, just like that. And we got a new timing belt just put on like that, and the next thing is we will put some tension on this tensioner. This is a thing that is not so good to film, but I will show you this. You have to do it with a screwdriver. Now I'm going to put tension on this here. You see, I need a big screwdriver. I'm going to tension the tensioner like this to the maximum, and you see the small pin. It has to be above the hole, yeah, and like this I'm going to fix tensioner. Now the tensioner is in place, and as you see, the arrow is above the hole. And now we can undo our fixing tools and check if the timing belt is laid on the rolls on the tensioners in a good way, and if that's okay, we are ready. If not, you have to do this process again and maybe put some more tension on the tensioner. But first we're gonna remove our fixing tools right here. I will remove the fixing tools here. You remembered the fixing tools we had on the camshafts. So if you look down here, we're going to turn the crankshaft. Just to make sure, if you look up here, the timing belt is right in place. Yeah, everything's tight, everything's okay. And we have to check the tensioner. The tensioner moved, so we still have to put some pressure on the tensioner. So if you look here, you have to tighten these bolts with a torque of 60, and at final torque should be 25 degrees. So the other one. Okay. And we also have to tighten the tensioner with 25 Newton meters and 50 degrees. So now you can make a test if the timing is still the right way. You could just get the timing tools, and if they fit in regularly and easy, the timing is still in place. Exactly the same down here, up here, see, they fit exactly, and I still got my crankshaft tool down there. It's fitted also, so the timing is complete. So tighten these screws again and make sure this knob must be in place. So take care of that. I do 30 Newton meters. So put the air filter tube on. There's an netted tube, and this line here. Screw down there. This guy.